Let's take a look at the solar report, see what's going on there. Wednesday. Okay, so we're in countdown to Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. And Pacific time, 8:42 in the morning. And that is going to be the second solar eclipse of 2024. It will be annular, sometimes called a ring of fire. It will be visible from parts of South America, the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and Antarctica. In a moment, we'll go over the news regarding the mini moon. Now, it would be 1 year ago that I returned to the internet. And it was in this period that I actually remember making some angry phone calls to a number of people, including many relatives of my father that are ethnic, that never cared about me fighting for their freedom, your freedom, our freedom. I've been really trying to ratchet things down and calm down and not drink coffee this afternoon in preparation for whatever energy. Like, I want to share my deepest thoughts, but I shouldn't share all of them. But I really feel deeply connected to energy. I feel actually spiritually deeply connected to women on a psychic level, on a soul level. As far as a verbal communication, politics, YouTube comment section, massive archonic demonic interference. At a soul level and a spiritual level, beyond what we can detect, beyond what we can see, there's something there. And there's communication that probably people have telepathically, even if they don't believe in such things. So what I can tell you now is that just there's a lot of information that's erupting out of me, which is why I'm making videos all day long. And again, when I see the people with the Bluetooth outfits, in their head, there is like a schizophrenic energy to that is really strong. There was one woman at Walmart. I went to a new Walmart just now, and this person was looking in my direction and looked really giddy. And they're looking in my direction and smiling. I wonder what they're looking at, because certainly it's not me. And it was Bluetooth. She was greeting it. She was so happy to see the Bluetooth that she was smiling. So how other people are going to be acting with regards to this, but we are different, and I'm a Pisces, meaning my goal is to try to tap into deep insights, and then to be on the lookout for anything that will overload my emotions. You could think that you're really smart, like I think that I'm really smart and aware of the solar flares, and still make mistakes with regards to a number of things. Okay, so a new mini moon the size of a city bus will begin circling our planet. The size of a city bus. Okay, so that's really mini. Okay, it's being called an asteroid, and like I said before, it's going to be around for 2 months, and so we're probably going to be affected different ways. Plus, like I said, we're in solar maximum, and we have the eclipse coming up. So they're calling it random pieces of space junk. So I guess we really don't know what this is. And there may be a variety of conspiracy theories. I don't view right now mainstream conspiracy theories or any website in particular. This is not the environment for me to be listening to any videos. But one thing I want to mention is this is a time where you probably want to be careful about drinking, certain sexuality, hanging out with the wrong people. I am just sensing shadow people and demonic energies, and then people that are on the dark side being super repelled by me when I do my chi exercises, not just at the gym, but I told you that I had to deal with the situation where I was being forcibly drugged and I was doing nothing but nonstop yoga, Tai Chi, but I don't officially train with a teacher and do yoga forms or all the different positions. I do just a mix of different stretching positions and basically do a lot of intuitive moving. And today I spent a lot of time in the water, 1 hour. So I'm going to talk about that. I don't remember how much I talked about it before, but spending lots of time in the water and thinking about like repenting over and over and over again, and then doing certain exercises in the water. Okay, this is not the ultimate time to, I mean, we're at a coffee shop right now on a Sunday afternoon. Nobody's here. Okay, so yoga poses like this, some of the circular motion exercises, and then what I call like a like Sufi diva swirling, going clockwise, following the motion of the sun, and doing that type of thing in the water. So all this as a Pisces, me and me being emotional, is me spending time up to an hour in the pool, in the sauna, to get my emotions down to a super calm point. And even though there are very, very few likes on my Vipassana videos, despite you perhaps not liking those videos because I don't yell enough, showing again why I theorize that nice guys finish last with both men and women, I still think that you would benefit from hearing me discuss Vipassana and not sounding like S.N. Goenka or impersonating him, maybe playing his voice, but basically talking about world events in a calm way, or the importance of being able to look at news and world events without losing your shit. Because a lot of people, they're in complete denial that our world hasn't changed. So this mini moon thing is another rare event. And then it comes at a time in which we're seeing a lot of flashes in the sky, which has just been ongoing for years. I have no idea what's really going on. But now with Elon Musk, right, I've said this many times with Starlink, no one really knows what's a UFO anymore and what's the Musk technology. This is the website that features the solar activity. And we're going to take a look at this and head back a few days to the 27th of September. So things have just been building and building with regards to intensity. And then we see right here around the 26th of September, a spat of activity. And sometimes the drinking and then the accidents that may come from the drinking may follow by a day or so. I say and believe that the energy lingers from the geomagnetic storms. Right now it's a bit hot. And then some people theorize that, there's a different sun now, that it's a different sun. I don't entertain pointless conspiracy theories about some alien replacing the sun or something. I think that people really are making a mistake, completely ignoring. I think some men are like women in the sense that they don't like intelligence. And a lot of men that come across my work, they tend to want to almost be like conspiracy jocks, like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey. And like keep it like at a low frequency level, not get my books, not talk about the solar flares. And actually, that's way more significant than most things that people talk about. So for right now, I'm being ignored, but I'd like that to change in the future. But I need to remind myself it's not uncommon for people to have suffered that are intelligent. So what I'm saying with this mini moon is that things are coming out of me with this moon cycle. And we have a new moon coming up. And I know where I was at during the eclipse in 2020, psychologically around the summer, I was distraught. And the fight or flight, well, what I like to say now and have for years, fight, flight, or fuck. Old primitive mammalian reactions to the stimuli in this world. Fight, flight, or fuck. And in this animal kingdom, this world of craziness, you really, with a woman, have to hide your kindness, your spirituality, if you want to connect like everybody else and just exchange energy. It's really, so I do believe that you can kind of bring somebody to the light if they're willing to, but you just can't throw it out there like that. With the solar energy also comes a lot of anger, accusations, okay? And so you want to stay calm. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to have another World War III report soon, but we're not going to do it every day. So right now is Sunday. It might be in the coming days, but things are heating up. How might we be affected by the eclipse? And we'll just pick one blog. Okay, we'll go with Yoga Journal. A spark of energy between the moon and the sun. Solar eclipses hold all the energy and potential of a new moon, but amplified. Our new moon, the sun and moon meet at the same degree in the sky, and the veil between the subconscious and conscious is lowered. We can hear our intuition more loudly, feel our vibrations more clearly, and understand our desires more fully. And I'll tell you, like looking into the eyes of a woman right now, or any type of like contact, seems extra sensual at this time. Like any type of. It's interesting that well, we've talked enough about the women that watch on the internet that are silent observers into their 20th year, and how a lot of more of them were a little bit more, but they never really did like me in this world, ever. Not my mom, not Subject F. They were always pretty consistently evil and manipulative. Since the beginning, it was I who held women up on a pedestal because I'm from a weird planet where women are different. I'm from a different dimension. And so I brought that perception of that dimension here. This is not that dimension. We are in a different dimension. And sometimes it takes us a lifetime to actually figure out that that old world is gone. And we're in a new world order. And you don't want to be recycled back in this new world order. So we want to use this time period to access intuition about our future, about our reality, about what we should be doing with our lives. That's what I say. That's what I say, that we should use this period to also boost up our energy. And I feel like we should be doing some meditation now. And then, of course, invoking Jesus. But many people invoke Jesus, but they don't care for the people that have been murdered. And so they're very selective. They're very selective. What the solar eclipse and new moon in Libra means for you. Libra is the sign of justice. For issues over this eclipse, how peace can be found amongst dramatic division. It may feel like the world and its countries are at odds with one another. And so, of course, the powers that be could stage wars and conflicts. And there's just all types of news that's erupting along those lines now. As you make your way through this eclipse, notice what truths come up for you and around you, and ask yourself if they are really true. This eclipse is a period to question everything within and around you, not for the sake of disproving it, but to understand it and then decide if it's true for you. Ruled by air, Libra connects us with others. This energy takes the focus off and reminds us that we live in a world filled with other beings. These other people can help us grow, admit when we've been wrong, and most importantly, help us take pleasure in life. The people we choose as partners play pivotal roles in our energetic evolution. And so I do believe that I could imprint, impart knowledge. And it would be good for me energetically and karmically to help a woman steer a woman right with what I really know about the evil that men do and women do. Because women are misled by bad women and controlled by them, especially through the TikTok genre. Lots of duping people into basically abusing their sexuality and beauty for a dollar system, a credit system, which is basically, and I keep having these constant visions of the future, of the man versus woman, woman versus man. I'm very old school of me discussing this 10 years ago on YouTube videos from a deep level. And now, like I said last night, you see women discussing on YouTube 10 years later after I did, and then having 200,000 views, 200,000 views where my video will be shadow banned. The first and most important step in growing with another individual is to love yourself. Your relationship with yourself is the blueprint for every other relationship you will have in this life. That is difficult to do. It seems impossible at times to love yourself, especially if you have haters. can't help but try to look to the internet to try to help you love yourself better. But sometimes the internet, being online, which is why I left for a few years, tells you everything that's wrong with you. And that is one of the things that I'm noticing with modern society, is just noticing the evil or the negative things about someone and never saying, wow, you're looking fit today. You're looking sexy today. You're looking handsome today. Your eyes are nice today. Compliments and healthy praise that boosts our dopamine in good ways, it seems to be falling by the wayside. You know what I mean? Uh, and then people get surprised if I hold up a door. And this environment where you really feel pressured to not really be nice. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be cruel. But you have to have a hard end. You can't have super thin skin like I do. It's a very hot day. I go into Dairy Queen and I look for their discounted items. And I bought a dill bar for $1. How do you like that pointless piece of trivia? Original price is $3. Everything now is like dumb, dumb, dumb when I go somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, is there a manager here? No, there's no manager here. You know, manager's here that needs to, give them the discount. That needs to. When we fail to love ourselves unconditionally, everything feels like an attack and we get defensive at the slightest suggestion how we can change for the better. It feels hurtful instead of helpful. So that could be also people being offended by me, as well as me being offended by you and your silence. Interesting. So really, these forces of energy going on, solar, lunar, other planetary, asteroid, they're all affecting our moods, our mojo, maybe even our libido in profound ways. And because humans don't understand sexuality at all, from what I can tell, but they know porno, but not the energetics or metaphysics. You understand what I mean by that? The metaphysics. And few people discussing the entity manipulation. But anyway, at the end of the day, we need love. And that's why so much is going to be erupting. There's going to continue to be a lot of people murdered. I never said it was right. It's that there are side effects, unfortunately, for letting the evil one divide us and destroy our fucking families. These are times in which we should be celebrating. We should be doing like fall rituals, positive ones, under the sun, preparing for the winter. I don't want to sound, start doing karaoke, shiny, happy people holding hands. But I mean, look at our world. It's being destroyed. And you know what? Our world was being destroyed the day I was born in February 1980. It was being destroyed then through the pornography that was being created and the screens that were being created and the TVs and the movies of violence. And even the role, as great as his movies are, Chuck Norris and Arnold played, they played their role also in this system of bread and circus, despite me being a fan of some of their clips. I have a love-hate relationship with pop culture of America in the 1980s, specifically. I have a very critical, and then I have the bad boy, which likes that same stuff too. So I'm honest with you that we live in a world of duality. So how are we going to be affected by the mini moons? There's just so much on that eclipse. I mean, what to me, what seems to be the thing is to be close to the feminine. And so for those of us that are single that are men that do have a commitment to raise the consciousness of women, because we have that connection to the feminine within ourselves, and some of us are psychic. And I don't know psychic men personally, but I know there are people online that have their businesses and have their YouTube channels. What I'm saying is the whole everybody's evil, don't help anybody, don't warn anybody. That's not something that sits well with me. And I do think probably in the afterlife is where we'll see the type of possible karmic return. All about September's mini moon. So this is people.com. So this is 4 days ago. This may give us a deeper understanding of what is believed. I'm not going for 1,000 articles, just one on each major topic here. And then I'm curious what the latest may be on the supernova. All about the mini moon. It often takes decades, according to the astrologer that they're interviewing, to ascertain the importance of a celestial event. And for this one in particular, its effects remain unclear since it has yet to arrive. Okay, so they don't really know. And then, of course, like I said, we're going to continue to see news unfold regarding geopolitics and war, human trafficking, and then an overall, naive population being interviewed on the news going, well, I have no idea. Wow, I'm just so confused. Wow, this has never happened before. And it just, they have a real allergy, despite all the psychic phenomena and astrological information. They have a real allergy to being able to connect the dots. Like I said, understanding the solar flares and the influence of the cycles over people losing their shit is just like the real life matrix. Seeing the codes of the matrix of the physical world, seeing the signs, if you will, through the sun and the cycles of the sun. So the lunar eclipses have been described as full moon on steroids. And I don't remember exactly what was going on with me on the 17th, but that was 12 days ago. I was dealing with intense stuff, and then I have emotions that explode. Okay, and then I lose shit. I have memory loss issues. I lose stuff, then I find it, and then sometimes I've had some minor accidents, just all stuff dealing with cognitive function. So what I do in my self-analysis, because I know myself more than a doctor, is I can really troubleshoot and ascertain and look at the patterns. Well, it'd be nice if I can start asking questions to others. What are others feeling with the new moon? People are typically pretty locked up with me, with talking on a deep, deep level about how they're affected by the cycles and being honest that they are affected by the cycles. A lot of people, their ego somehow gets bruised or something by the very notion um, that there is this collective response. It's believed to awaken one's inner world sensitivity and compassion. I am a Pisces. All right. There's more that's going to be coming your way on the other YouTube channel.